one monitor. Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody.
Happy Camp Nano, day 1.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot already. Happy Camp Nano.
I need to pull up the chat, though. I always forget to pull up the chat.
There's so many people here already. Hello, everybody. How's everybody's camp day 1 going?
I still plugged in. Monitor chat over there.
I'm okay, because I write on my laptop, so.
Hello. Let me know if the connection is bad.
I'm okay. Yeah, Kevin's having computer issues. Oh, why do I look fuzzy?
I don't know.
This one with the internet problem, not me.
Oh, this is such a shit show. Oh my god. Hello, everybody. Jessica said Laura's frozen. You're not for me.
I mean, I can see it. I can see that it's like messed up.
Honestly.
Babe. Give me a second.
Lizelle said that you did. Lizelle said you didn't freeze for her. God. So my desktop computer is now no longer working. I don't even know where to look. And so I'm streaming from my crappy laptop. Who knows how long this is going to last. So we'll see. Because my brother Jason told me it's going to cost me about $70 to replace the piece that he thinks is broken on my computer. But it may not be that part. So.
All right, I don't know. I don't know why. Like, my internet's fine, so I don't really know what's happening. But I can see it. Like, it's sorry. I don't know what's going on. But hello. Oh no, Christian, are you okay?
I'm so like sorry. What happened? Oh my gosh, Christian.
So stop obsessing about your own problems.
There's just chats going really quickly.
Well, I'm glad you're here, Christian.
Yeah, that is very.
Hope all is well. Hi, Becca. Hey, Alexa, Lindsay, Lizelle, Lainey. Gosh, everyone's here tonight. Hello, everyone. What's the first day of camp?
It is.
Is everyone excited? I was super excited until it hit me how much 28 chapters really is. So I was like, because each of mine, my third draft, each chapter is at least 1,000 words. So
that's a lot. You can do it.
It's just that some of the scenes I have nothing, so I have to not only write that, but I have to come up with the stuff.
You can do it. That'll be easy.
Glad you made it, Marina. What?
I'm excited for camp, but I don't know how I'm gonna write if I'm on my laptop. I'll have to grab the iPad during our first sprint.
What do you mean? Why can't you write on your laptop?
Dude, I don't think you understand. Running one thing at a time on my laptop is already straining it.
Oh.
So it already. Well, I'm gonna grab Damien's laptop because he has the keyboard for it, like his old laptop. Damien's old iPad. He has a keyboard for it, so I just write in Google Docs on that sometimes. So because my laptop I also can't use in bed anymore because it gets really hot and it burns me. So.
Bro, invest in upgrading the electronics.
If anybody would like to be my sugar daddy or mama, I keep looking at the wrong thing. The camera's up here.
So we just had this conversation the other day that you need to do it now before everything starts breaking.
Well, too late. My desktop's down.
Has anyone started working on camp yet? Has anyone actually done anything? I have not. But I just got off work 3 hours ago. But who's counting? Thanks, Kristen. One word at a time.
Hello, Moon.
Hi, Moon.
I'm just gonna
How
invest
can you
in
make it into a plot, girl? I wish I knew. It's also, I'm very similar with my middle grade.
I'm about to just turn into. Get an Alpha Smart, like all the cool kids. I'll invest in
Dude,
that.
I could not.
Well, I was like kind of like I always thought they were kind of interesting, and then I watched Kristen Leatherman's channel. If you guys don't subscribe to her, you should. And she did a video where she like painted hers, and I was like, I could get into this now if I could paint mine.
The first short story I ever wrote, well, that's not true. First one was in like 3rd grade, but the first one I ever did like leisurely, was on a word processor. Do you remember it was in our room, Kevin? Well, why would you remember? You were a baby.
Yeah.
But it was in our, Mom let us keep it in our room because I was writing stories on it. It was literally just a word processor. Like it was just, you could type words onto it, but that was it. It didn't do anything else. It had like a keyboard and the screen, and then the words would come up on the screen. It was basically a typewriter with a screen.
So you basically had an Alpha Smart.
But it was a regular size screen. But everything was like in that weird like MS-DOS like type, like where the blinking, the blinking line thing. But it wasn't green. It was like brownish mauve color.
So for everyone that was invested in my tarot deck journey, I got my tarot cards in today. Laura, you don't even know what they are, do you?
What?
My tarot cards.
No.
I think that you'll be
decided not to.
I just want to show you guys what they are really quick. Laura, I think you'll enjoy these as well. So this is the back side.
Oh, cute.
And all of the cards are vintage Barbie images.
You would get those.
I saw them and I almost like crap my pants in excitement. I had to buy them. So this is my tarot deck now. They're all vintage Barbie images. And I love every look. This one kind of reminds me of I don't know, that a chick from a movie in the thing where she puts her hair up and she's in the 80s. Is it Weird Science maybe? Anyway, I'm very excited.
Mannequin?
Maybe. I've actually never seen Mannequin. Is it a good movie?
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Look how cute this card is. Look at the lovers. It's all like, apparently there were Barbie comics back in like the 80s, and they were actually Marvel made them, I think, which I find so insane. She also sent me some. She also sent me some rocks. I had to ask Lindsay what they were. So I'm putting them next to me in hopes that they'll give me good energy.
What? Someone mentioned, Melissa, you said you wanted to try Otter. What is that?
Someone said it was an app, right?
Yeah, but I've never heard of that. Charlie. Yeah, I remember. I was a big Gem fan, though.
Wait, if there's a PC Scrivener update, Alexa said she had to buy it. Do you have to buy the updates for PC Scrivener?
No, I just got the most recent Scrivener update for Mac, and I didn't have to pay for it. You just update it.
Well, that's what I was wondering though for PC, because I know that people always complain that the PC version is not as good. And I was wondering if that's one of the reasons.
I don't know how anyone uses voice transcription. I tried it. If you guys remember, in a vlog, I tried it, and there were so many errors that the amount of time that it took me to go back through and fix everything, I would have just done it correctly the first time. Maybe if you're not a fast typer, it would be better to just correct mistakes, but I'm a very fast typer, so it does not help me. Or maybe if you don't know as many like grammatical rules, but it was like not doing the right grammar and the right syntax, like word choices, all kinds of stuff.
Well, there's Alexa said if you bought Scrivener after 2017, it's free. If you bought Scrivener before 2017, it's 50% off or $25. That's.
I didn't get Scrivener until 2019, so. So I know some of you, but put in the chat what your goals are. Are you guys doing word count? Are you guys doing chapters? Are you guys doing time? Kevin, you're doing time, right?
Yes, I am. I'm doing 15 hours. I kind of have like a 15 hours / I would like to finish an outline in a synopsis and a sample page. But I'm really just aiming for whatever comes first. I think that will take me longer than 15 hours. So 15 hours is my official goal. I'm not using the camp website though. I miss it. I miss the old camp website. I don't know. I feel bad. Because like, I don't know.
No one's using it. Don't feel bad. Toby's doing time. Was inspired by you, Kevin. Amelia is doing editing 180 pages. That's a lofty one. Abby is doing 50K words. Classic. I like it. Nina's doing 5K a week. Okay, that's about 20K, right? Yeah, that's doable. 30K goal, 40. See, I should have said a lower goal. I just want to be done with the zero round. I just want to be done. Devin's doing 25K. Lizelle's also doing 50. That's what I was originally going to do if I could have gotten my S together.
I watched your video and I was like, it was nerve-wracking. I'm trying to figure out what is she going to end up on. I don't know.
You're talking about the 35K in 48 hours?
Yeah, like when you weren't sure, you're like, should I do this or this?
What was I thinking that was ever going to happen, bro? Like, wow. It was really a lot. But I did do well. I did do like over 5,000, so that's something. Seems like a lot of you are doing around 20K.
Oh my gosh.
Bananas.
I just started using Notion. Apparently Laura's been using it for a while. I just started using it. I'm obsessed.
Kevin, this shows me already. The fact that you didn't know I've been using it for a while tells me that you don't watch my videos.
No, I do watch your videos, but I don't remember you ever mentioning Notion in them.
Dude, the beginning, all January and February, I was outlining and zero drafting in Notion. And I kept showing the screen. And I showed how I set it up in Notion and everything. So you're a fake fan. You don't watch my videos.
So weird. I do not remember that.
Because I found out about Notion from Lizelle.
Well, I found out about
I'm basically a Lizelle wannabe. I told Lizelle that I was going to tap into my inner Lizelle to get my zero draft done this month. Because I want to be like Lizelle when I grow up.
Who doesn't want to be like Lizelle when they grow up?
How's the cat? Well, it's funny that you asked. Buffy got spayed yesterday? Yeah, she got spayed yesterday. So she's actually doing great. She's a little lethargic. She's not really up for playing. They said no roughhousing. So we've been having to try to explain to Khaleesi why she can't play with her best friend. She was so loopy when she first came home. Like her eyes were super glassy and like goopy, and like her like retinas were like, right? Are those retinas? Is that what they are? Or irises? Whatever, the things under your eyes, pupils. There you go. They were like really big, and she was just like, she was kind of like drooly. She was all medicated, but she's good.
So we want to jump into a sprint. I know we're going to try and get more work done tonight.
Yes.
But can either of our computer handle a timer?
What?
So can either of our internet handle a timer?
Oh, I think the computer. I'm like, my computer's fine. How do I look? Am I still like fuzzy? Oh, I don't think I'm well, I'm a little fuzzy. But you know, I'm better to look at a little fuzzy anyway. So it's called a filter. It's just a little fuzzy, so you don't see all the fine lines.
Gaussian blur.
I'll pull up a timer. Because it's Easter weekend, we're going to have to represent with that Easter timer. To all my zombie Jesus freaks.
Excuse you, it's Zombie Jesus stands.
Whatever. I don't know. If you worship a zombie Jesus, you're kind of a freak. No offense, nothing wrong with freaks. I just think that's the
We're all
appropriate
freaks and geeks here. I have. You know what I forgot about? The pizza detox. Did we ever finish the pizza detox?
We took a break because Biden won, and then we went back on it. But yeah.
I'll tell you because I have a banner that says pizza detox.
Gosh, why am I fuzzy? I don't understand, you guys.
Okay, we're gonna do this 20-minute sprint.
Yeah, I'm trying to share. Sorry, give me a second.
I don't know what this is I'm doing.
Oh wait, it's already going. I mean, do that.
You're good. Vampire Jesus could be hot.
Jesus was a zombie, not a vampire. Get it right. Jesus is a socialist, and I've never felt more validated. Yeah, hello. Yeah, I didn't make it to that season of True Blood. It was too much.
You drink the blood of the original vampire and you become Vampire Jesus.
That reminds me of some stuff in Vampire Diaries, but Kevin hasn't watched it, so I can't talk about it.
No, you can't. Okay, ready to start?
Yeah. Are we going?
Yeah, start whenever.
All right, ready to go. Ding-a-ling-a-ling!
Ding dong. How'd everybody do?
So it's so funny that we were just talking about Notion because I could not find where I had, so the chapter I'm working on right now, some of it that I worked on back in January, I'm still using. So I was trying to find this chapter and I was looking everywhere in Scrivener and couldn't find it. And then I was like, wait, I just told Kevin that I did a lot of the outline in Notion. So then I had to get in my Notion. I had like wait for the login code and all that stuff. I finally got into it and there it was. I was like, oh my God, there it is. So I was able to copy and paste 500 words. I still have to go through it though because there's some changes to it. But it just took me a minute to remember where it was at. Find it. So how did you do?
I wrote about 500 words, which I'm not aiming for words, but I feel good with it. I don't know. I feel like my story idea is in that murky middle where I'm just like, is this crap? So
wait, say that again. I got distracted. I'm sorry.
I'm in the murky middle, so.
Oh.
So I'm feeling kind of like, is this book crap?
Yeah, I feel that. That's like me every time I get to the funny games. I'm like, let me just go back to Act 1 and start again.
That's kind of where I'm at, actually. I'm like, oh, should I just, like, I'm at the fun and games, so I'm like, oh, should I just, like, go back and not do the fun and games?
I know, because it's like every time I get to the fun and games and it doesn't come easily, I'm like, well, there must be something wrong with Act 1, so back to the drawing board. Let's see.
Oh, I need to drop the currently sprinting.
Let's see. So Kristen got 17 words. We should clock back into work. Teal got 843 words. Nice.
Lizelle got 931, trying to show up everyone.
She did. Bailey got 235. Jane got 273. 128 with Alley Cat. 198 August. Elaine got 209. 495. Family history analysis. Elaine is world building. Elaine is getting the new Scrivener. Yeah, mine was like that first print was like a warm up for me. Now I'm ready to go for the next one. I got everything ready. Toby's working on you're working on a webcomic script. That sounds fun. Debbie, that is me for every scene. Moon, I've been wanting to read that. I have it on my TBR on Scribd. Lindsay was telling me how great it is.
I feel like everyone's talked about how good that book is.
Yeah. It's like that book, you know?
Yeah.
Dresser top into a standing desk. I like my MacBook is like too low on this desk, and so I had to put it on top of my caboodle. It's a better height for me. So Lindsay got 17 Doritos.
I wish I had Doritos.
I don't eat Doritos. I have not had Doritos since I was 17 years old.
Brag.
Because I puked it up so bad that I just could never eat it again.
Where is my planner at? Where did I put everything? Oh, here it is.
I have yet to hear a bad thing about it, Elaine. So I would say it's a safe bet that you like it. It's like the one thing is like I told myself at 17, I was like, I will never eat Doritos again. And I held to that. And I will flex it all day.
I'm doing the
It's
buzzword.
too funny because I haven't. What?
Go ahead.
No, it's not important. I was just gonna say because I haven't had them in like ever, I forget that they're an actual chip that people still enjoy.
Yeah, they're good. Like
They're
I
not
love it. Like I love the when you go to Taco Bell and you get the Doritos shell. So good.
No.
So good.
I love a bugle. You know the best part of bugles is when you take the bugle and you take the cheese in a can and you squirt the cheese into the hole of the bugle and then you beat it. See, my Doritos story was when I was 17, my mom went out of town and I had a party at the house. I got really drunk, ate too many Doritos, puked them up into the carpet, cleaned it up. My mom came home, immediately noticed the stain and the smell, because the smell would not come out of the carpet. She asked me what happened. I was allowed to have one friend spend the night, Emily, and I told her that her mom sent soup with her for us to have for dinner and that we spilled it on the carpet. Why my mom ever believed that story is beyond me, because I, at that time in my life, had never even eaten soup as a meal in my life. I don't know what kind of soup would have made a Dorito smell, but she believed it, and I vowed to never eat Doritos again because it smelled like Dorito barf in our living room for like 2 weeks.
Toby, here in the States, you can get cheese in a can. It's Cheese Whiz. It's not real. I mean, it's not real cheese. I'm pretty sure.
It's not Cheese Whiz. Cheese Whiz is something different.
What are you talking about then?
Okay, Cheese Whiz is an actual brand. I'm talking about the aerosol can with the white
Cheese
thing.
Whiz. That's what Cheese Whiz is.
Not Cheese Whiz. It's not Cheese Whiz.
Well, you know, Easy Cheese.
Thank you. Easy Cheese. The Cheese Whiz is its own brand. It has its own, it's like Velveeta. Like, it's its own thing. I don't think you got... I feel like you can't get food poisoning from jelly beans. I feel like it had to be whatever was on your hands when you were eating the jelly beans. I mean, I don't eat cheese in a can now. But when I was younger, definitely. Or when you take the bugles and you don't put cheese in them and then you put them on your fingers, say you have witch fingers. Did that too.
I don't know, Toby. Toby
I'm just saying, though. Just saying, just throwing out another possible scenario.
Toby and the dirty hands.
I feel like I said it was some sort of bean soup. I really don't know what I said, but it literally made no sense. She was just like, okay. But really, I had a party where a bunch of cute guys that one in particular I liked came over and went into our refrigerator and noticed that we put bread and cereal in the fridge and thought we were weirdos. And I was very embarrassed. I was like, doesn't everyone put their cereal and white bread in the refrigerator? He was like, no, only psychos do that. So that was embarrassing.
Bananas, we need the secret.
Got a secret.
I know, it's immediately popped into my head.
Never had grilled cheese with Cheese Whiz.
Ew.
A centipede jelly bean at the jelly. Dude, jelly belly jelly beans are disgusting. They're not good.
You gonna tell people why we had cereal?
Where's the jelly belly factory at?
Are you gonna tell people why we had cereal in the fridge, Laura? Because everyone seems to think we're weird now.
No.
My
dad literally put everything in the fridge.
I would say, yeah. His favorite thing to do is to buy like those really cheap chocolate donuts from Aldi's, and then he'll put them in the freezer because he likes them frozen. They're gross.
Yeah. He also likes like those cosmic brownies or like nutty bars, Star Crunch, all those. He also loves candy bars in the fridge.
Well, who doesn't like candy bars? Reese's in the fridge, delicious. Snickers in the fridge, delicious. Any cold. I will say that there's a reason why gas stations sell candy bars in the frozen section sometimes.
I mean, honestly, like I think all the stuff in the refrigerator started because we were poor. So like we didn't run the air conditioning as much, so it would get hot, things would go bad and stale, or my brothers wouldn't close the bags, or we'd have ants, or like things leaking. And so it was like the refrigerator was always like a protected place where you could put food and it would stay longer. It's okay. He ended up dating my best friend, so it was like it all worked out in the end, didn't it?
Everything's good in the fridge until the power goes out, which happens quite a bit in the Midwest, I feel like.
Yeah, especially when you don't pay the electric bill.
Well, I was thinking like tornadoes and storms and stuff,
Yeah.
But okay, there's that too.
I was thinking more of our like specific upbringing, but a soup for Thanksgiving?
The cat eats your bread. That's Alfalfa doesn't like any human food except for graham crackers.
Buffy does. She likes scrambled eggs, and she likes chicken. I feel like that's it.
I don't know if Alfalfa likes chicken. We've never had any real meat in the house, so I imagine that he would like it. He doesn't know what he's missing out on, honestly.
So like when Aaron makes me eggs for breakfast, he'll make an extra side of scrambled eggs for the dogs and for Buffy. And so they all three sit at my feet, and I give them all each a little piece of scrambled egg, and they all three eat it. Buffy too.
Alfalfa does like cheese, but only like mozzarella, and we only give him like a tiny bit of it because he won't eat more than that. But he loves graham crackers. He has bitten and tried to run away with an entire package before. That's the only thing he's ever done. Wait, a soup made out of roasted vegetables that are burnt, blended, and added with water. That sounds depressing. Look, who doesn't love Del Taco, am I right? I love their French fries.
Dude, Thanksgiving food is the worst anyway.
I actually don't really like Thanksgiving food. I mean, I like stuffing.
I think our best Thanksgiving, like we, as you guys know, we always have pizza, but I think the best Thanksgiving foods we had, Kev, was the last Thanksgiving we spent in SoCal. And remember, we got the ube cheesecake, and we made stuffing and macaroni and cheese and pizza. That was good.
Man, that cheesecake was so good.
Dude. You need to get it again and then like do a mukbang so I can just watch you eat it. It's so good.
Entire thing.
When I come out there to visit you, we'll go get some. Oh, my dog will eat it. Well, not so much Falco anymore in his old age. She's very picky, but Khaleesi will literally eat anything. She wants everything, and then she pukes.
Christian, yeah, I don't know if it's common for cats to eat crackers and stuff. He just really likes graham crackers. I read online that it's basically giving a child junk food and not to give them a lot of it. But we don't eat graham crackers that often. But
they tell you not to give your animals like foods like that because it's not good for them in the same way that it's not good for us, right? Like it's not like literally not good.
Who am I to? Well, I made sure it wasn't poisonous.
I was gonna say, like, as long as it's not poisonous, and the rest of it is just for like, so they don't get fat. But I feel like the dogs see me getting fat. Like, is it really fair?
I would say, how am I to deny him when I'm shoving my face full of the
Yeah, that's what I was telling Aaron. He was like, because like Falcor really likes the cat food, but he can't have too much of it because it's too high in protein. Like that's why it's cat food and not dog food. But we give him a little bit in the morning for breakfast, just a little sprinkle when we feed Buffy, and then maybe a little bit at night, just like a little sprinkle on the floor. And so like sometimes he'll like whine for it if he doesn't get it when he's used to it. And Aaron's like, "You've had enough cat food." I'm like, "That's not fair. You've had enough of half the stuff we've eaten. Why are we putting restrictions on him? We don't restrict ourselves. You don't act like you don't know what it's like to whine for food that you want. Like, give him the damn food."
I didn't know that was the difference between cat food and dog food.
Yeah, cats need like more protein, and so it's like not healthy for dogs to have that much protein. Like, so that's why it can't be like their main source of food. Like, he can eat it, like just in the same way he could eat like chicken or whatever. But there's like certain nutrients, like the nutrients are different, you know?
Yeah. We have to give alfalfa wet food because apparently boy cats can get dehydrated easier. That's what they told us when we got him, and you have to like make sure he's peeing regularly. And so we just give him some wet food to make sure, like once, I would say like once every other day, to make sure he's like got all his. He's sleeping beneath me for some reason. He never does this.
Katie, my dogs used to eat socks as well. Khaleesi still eats my scrunchies and my hair ties if I leave them out. She periodically pukes up my hair because she will eat my hair. Like if it's anywhere loose, she will eat it. And then it gets all tangled up in her stomach, and then she pukes out this giant hairball like a cat. My animals are weird.
Yes, Toby. The person at the rescue told us that boy cats need more water, and you have to make sure they're peeing, because if not, it means they're not drinking enough water, and they can get dehydrated really easily, and it can like lead to like some health problems. So they just recommend, like, if you notice they're not drinking enough water, to give them wet food too, which he does drink enough water, but we just give him wet food because he likes it.
I'll say, actually, if you feed your animals like a raw food diet, then they actually don't need as much water to drink because they get it from the food.
What's a raw food? Like real meat?
Raw food. Like, yeah. Like you can, like, it's more so for dogs than cats. But I'm just saying, like, they say, like, oh, if you give your dog a raw food diet, they won't drink much water because they get so much. You know.
That makes sense. We refer to his dry food as his cereal because that stuff is so dry. Like, so it makes sense that if you gave him fresh food, like if you gave him fresh meat, there's like some kind of liquid in that that's not in dry food. I mean, it's literally called dry food. Do we want to do another sprint soon?
Yeah. And Teal, you know that song by Dashboard Confessional where he says, "Your hair is everywhere"? That song was written about me.
Yeah, but not
because I have. Yeah. Because I could never commit a crime because my DNA is everywhere. My hair, I have so much hair, it just like falls out. And also, like, when I brush it and throw it in the trash, she'll pull it out of the trash. Like, she's gross. All right. Do you want to do another 20?
Yep. I can go grab the iPad. I was writing on the laptop, but I don't like it.
I guess I X'd out of it, so give me 1 second.
I want to give Alfalfa a graham cracker now. He knows too. So, like, if we open up, the reason why we have so many graham crackers. Let me go on.
So why do you even have those?
So we wanted graham crackers one time, and we stupidly, this was over a year ago now, stupidly bought them at Costco. So we have enough to last us forever.
Yeah, that tracks.
You know how that Costco.
We buy our jasmine rice from Costco. It's like a 20-pound bag, literally.
The huge one.
Yeah. Yeah, we do it because it like last time we bought it lasted us like over a year.
Actually, you know what? Now that you say that, we have a giant bag that we got from Costco, and we've had it for over a year.
Yeah. And like it doesn't go bad, so like it's smart to do that.
We actually just bought a soy sauce at Costco, and it's huge. But it's low sodium soy sauce, which was nice.
I mean, that's what I always use is the low sodium.
I was just surprised they had it in like a jumbo size at Costco.
Oh, yeah. All right, are we ready for another sprint?
Yo. I will grab my.
I still have 2 giant things of the Costco pho in my cupboard.
We have some too because Damien's aunt now, whenever there's like a holiday or like his birthday, she has decided that she's going to start sending him stuff from Costco. And so like we have like a bunch of like individual packages of goldfish, like little crackers, and like a bunch of Fig Newton bars and a bunch of pho. Like it's the stuff she buys is so random. Last time she bought us a bunch of mini Rice Krispie treats, which were delicious, and I ate so many of. So anyway, we can start whenever.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's go. It's Laura Mario.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Wop, bam, boom. We go together. I'm gonna get demonetized for singing this song young.
So how'd you do, Kevy?
I was like a little. I only got like 200 and something words because I was like a little like feeling down about the story, but then like something pops up in my head that kind of fixes something that ties two things together, and I was like, this will work. So I'm feeling better. Feeling good now. And I got graham crackers, so I'm feeling real nice.
What beat are you on?
I'm almost to the midpoint turn. Almost. I say almost, but like, am I really? I'm still in the fun and games. But I was like, something was happening, and I was like trying to tie something together, and it like popped in my head how to tie it together. So now I'm back in the fun and games. Well, I was always in the fun and games, but like I'm back writing it.
My chapter is the break into two / B story. So I wrote 504 words.
That's nice. That's awesome. Wait, how many you got total for the day?
That's all I've done for today. The other one I just had copy and paste stuff over, but because I was using it as a reference to write what I was doing. But
well, we are going to try and get 2 more 20 minutes in tonight.
Yeah, but remember, I'm not doing word count. I'm doing chapters. So
I know.
My goal is to get this chapter done today.
How close are you getting the chapter done? They can't see you.
I'm probably like a third of the way, possibly half through the chapter.
Well, there you go.
So maybe one more. I might get it done one more sprint, maybe. I think it'll probably be 2 more sprints, though, to be honest.
You can do it.
Let's see. What about everybody else? Teal got 837. Jane only got 168. Kayla 108. Moon 334. Oh, 1899 for the day though. That's nice. Lizelle got 841. Hit her goal for the day.
It must be nice, Lizelle. Always showing everyone up.
Stacy got 200 for a total of 616. Nice.
Lizelle just comes here to rub our face in it. She comes here because she knows if she compares herself to me and you, she'll feel better about herself.
Wow, Angel's written 2,177 words so far today.
I'm repelling you.
Elaine, I find that when I'm writing, sometimes I need to be just a little not sober, and then I don't overthink everything. Lindsay, did you read the section on the monster in the house? Because I thought that's what my book was for like a long time because it's horror, and obviously monster in the house is horror, but I actually think my storyline works better for Dude with a Problem. It's like kind of a mix of both of those. 733, nice. Well, there you go, Taylor. Let's do a short break this time so that we can jump right back into another sprint.
For sure. So we might run over a little late today.
Yeah, I don't know if we can get 2 more 20. I don't know if we can get 2 more 20, but
yeah, but we might be able to do a 20 in like a quick 10, a quick 10er.
Yeah.
I'm so tired today. I felt like we were like on good.
Yeah.
And somehow still.
The time goes by so fast. I think part of it is we talked too much in the beginning.
But I specifically made sure we didn't this time. We only talked for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I got new stickers in the mail yesterday. For anyone that's interested.
I finally went and got star stickers to keep track of my word, word count and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then Aaron got them from the mailbox, didn't tell me, put them in the car, and then brought the car in to get work done.
You'll get them eventually.
Yeah.
So I actually found a thing on Sarah Cannon actually did a heart breathing. I don't remember which channel she did it on, but she actually just did a video on Notion for writers. And one of the things that she does is like giving herself like the gold star type situation, but she does it on the calendar view, and you can add like little emojis each day. If you're like, oh, this emoji, she does like little purple circles. So it's like, oh, this equals 500 words. So she does one for each 500 words she gets. And I was like, oh, that's genius. I never thought about that, because that way you don't have to like, I do like paper and pen though. Like I'm a very tactile person, but Lindsay the hater on Save the Cat. Are you gonna read the new one that comes out?
I'm excited for the new book club book on suspense, because I think that's something I need to work on for my own.
For some reason, Rocky Horror Picture Show popped in my head for anticipation. I don't know. I haven't started reading it yet, but I want to start reading it, I think 2 weeks before the book club this week. I mean, this time instead of 1 week, because 1 week was deceptively short amount of time for the last book we did.
I mean, it's 2 months.
Book? What new book? Well, Laura has a whole video over on our channel announcing the new book club.
Yeah, I don't remember the book off the top of my head, and I don't have it over here. If you go to my channel, I have an announcement video. I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head.
Do you want me to do it? Are you sure? Damien hurt his hand today.
On what?
He aggro punched a wall. He just got so angry. No, he was trying to do something beneath our sink because something's wrong with our garbage disposal, and his like, as he was like tugging something, his hand slipped and he accidentally like smashed his hand into the wall.
Why are you trying to do anything to the garbage disposal? It's called the handy people.
We're trying to get this stuff out from, because it started dripping water and we didn't want anything underneath it to get ruined, so he was pulling the stuff out from underneath it. I'm also nervous to have anyone in the apartment until we're vaccinated.
Oh yeah.
Because I've had this light above me has been out for like 8 months, and I don't want anybody to come fix it.
Dude, like we were supposed to start fixing up this house like last year, and we've been waiting like a full year to start like ripping up this old carpet, like changing the walls and stuff. And so it's like we get our vaccine, the second one, in 2 weeks, and then you have to wait 2 more weeks until you're good, because Ben and John are already good. So I keep telling Aaron, like, 1 month. We just have 1 month, and like all this stuff is just like messing up, and it's like, we were trying to wait to take Buffy in to get vaccinated, so we're just trying to avoid like any places we don't need to be. We started doing that like pre-heat yowling in the windows, and we were like, oh no, ma'am, she needs this now. So we couldn't wait any longer we couldn't wait another month to get her fixed. I was afraid she'd be in heat. So
is getting a cat fixed expensive? I actually have no concept of how expensive that is.
I mean,
it's not cheap, I'm assuming.
It depends. So like our dogs, to get them fixed was very expensive. Cats tend to be a little cheaper, but we also took her to a spay clinic that will do it cheaper.
Oh,
so
okay. Because like when we got like from the shelter, they're all fixed and spayed already. Yeah. So I wasn't sure. Also, when you fix a cat, when you fix a female cat, don't they get the little pouch too underneath their bellies?
Usually, like all of our other cats did, yeah.
Buffy's gonna have a little pouch.
They charge more also if the cats are in heat.
Yeah,
so that's why we were like, get her in there, because I was afraid she'd be in heat, and they charge more. So I think we got it. I think we were able to get her spayed for like $60. I mean, we paid more than that because we got all of her shots and everything too.
That's not bad though.
But
aren't like dogs? Aren't they like hundreds of dollars? Or am I just making that up?
No, you're right.
Dang.
We also like we got done with the vet. We got like all of their things, and they they get a whole bunch of stuff. So I think we paid like around $500 for each of the dogs.
Whoa.
But usually most vets, so like what we did is they have like what they call like a puppy plan, and then you pay in it monthly installments for the year. That's so nice. Instead of having to have $500, we paid like $80 a month because it covered that plus like other stuff, and then we just paid for that for the year. And then after the year, you can still get the plan for like your adult dog, but like that we would just pay ad hoc for stuff. Yeah. But the first year, I recommend the puppy and different vets they all do like a puppy plan because there's so much stuff that dogs need in the beginning. Yeah. So. And like we were in California, and there were no clinics where we lived in California to get it done cheap. But now that we live out here in the country, we were able to get her done at a clinic that was really cheap. So like $60 is really cheap. But like I said, we ended up getting like a whole bunch of. We got all her shots that she needs. We checked her to make sure she doesn't have worms or anything like that. She was all good on everything. So
Moon said that her female cat did not get a belly pouch, but she did get extremely protective of her belly. Well, I'd like to believe that if someone cut you open and ripped out some of your inside through your belly, that you'd be protective of it afterwards.
It's like her incision is tiny. It's like this big. It's like very, very small. Yeah, a lot of times, especially for cats, there are a lot more clinics for cats to get fixed than dogs. I feel like, anyway.
Yeah, I think it's because like cats are more like. You don't often see wild feral dogs, but you see feral cats a lot, I feel like.
But I will say that it's not as good. I mean, honestly, like I'm just saying, like we did it, but it's not as good as like going to a personal vet. Like when Aaron went, there was like 500 people in line. Because they have everyone come on that day at the same time to drop them off. And so there's just like a bunch of people waiting outside the door for them to open. So it was like really stress inducing because it's like, hello, we're in the middle of a pandemic. And Aaron's like standing in line with like 500 people, all with these like cats and stuff. It was like they kind of like mass do it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a clinic. And so you're not getting like as much of like, you know what I mean? Like hands-on care, but she was fine. She was perfect. It was perfect. It was no issue. So.
My friend Stacy works at a clinic or a vet, I don't know, one of the two. And they like have you wait in your car. Then they'll call you, and then they come out to your car and get your animal, but you're not allowed to go in at all.
That's what our vet does. That's what our vet does. Like with our dogs, that when they've had to go to the vet during this last year, we had to get them shots, and they came out in PPE, like space suits, and got the dogs out of the car. But this one, like I said, this was like this cheap, like country clinic where it was just like people with no masks just standing around with their stray animals. All right, do you want to do another sprint? Okay.
Lindsay, a lot of female cats get like a belly pouch when you get them fixed. So maybe
yeah, it's like very distinct. It's like very distinct on them. Neverland had it, like a little thing like hanging. I think hers. I think it depends on how old they are. Also, when they get spayed. So Neverland was a little bit older when she got spayed. Our other cats that we had before, they were all. We adopted them already spayed, so they were like really young.
Damien said it has something to do with like the damage of the muscle tissue when they're scooping stuff out.
I remember when we brought Falcor to get fixed, and I was like, I don't think his testicles have dropped. And the vet's like, yeah, they have. I'm like, where are they? She's like, they're right here. I'm like, he literally, thank God he has a tiny little wee-wee that you can't even see. Because I think when small dogs have a big old wee-wee that they drag on the ground, is disgusting.
All the time, Damien's like, are we sure Alpha's not a girl? And I was like, I think they just have little tiny wee-wees.
I told Aaron, I said, wouldn't that be so funny if we found out she was a boy? Because like we just guessed it off of looking on the internet what it looks like. And I mean, I was a zoology major where that was part of my exam was identifying the sex of animals. So I was pretty confident she was a girl, but I was like, if she's a boy, she's just gonna stay Buffy anyway. It doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter what, you know. Buffy works.
It's like impossible. Cat's genitalia is very small.
Yeah.
Okay, want to pull up the timer?
I am. Buffy thinks she's a dog anyway, so.
Boy, girl, doesn't matter. She's a dog. Patsy Cline, Conway Twitty.
Dude, that reminds me. I just saw today that up there in Gatlinburg, in the roller coaster. You know, remember up in Gatlinburg how they have like the amusement parks up there? Someone was thrown out of a roller coaster. Ooh, and they hit the tracks. So I guess it's not that fun.
Are they alive?
I think so.
Honestly, if it was going to happen anywhere, it's going to be Gatlinburg. Why are people on roller coasters in the middle of a Ponderosa?
Maybe they're vaccinated.
Sir, we're in the middle of a Panera Bread.
I'm telling you, as soon as I'm vaccinated, I mean, we're still going to do it like
roller coaster.
No, but I'm getting out of this house. I'll tell you that. I'm still going to wear a mask. I'm still going to, do social distancing, but I'm not going to get scared to leave the house, at least. All right, ready?
Yep. 15,000 bees. Right. Sorry. I just saw what Moon said. We can start whenever.
It's delayed.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. How did everyone do?
So I technically maybe finished this chapter, but I'm trying to decide if this chapter is done and I want the next thing to happen in the next chapter, or if I want it to happen in this chapter. So I don't know. I gotta think about it. But I only wrote 280 words because I also got stuck on looking up something instead of this is just a zero draft. I should have just put like a note in there to look it up later, but I got stuck on it for too long.
Are you happy with what you got done? Are you happy with what you got done though?
Yeah.
That's good.
I just can't decide if I need this to be if I need the next scene to be in a new chapter or not.
Well, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Why don't you just like plan it out and then worry about what chapter it's in later? Do you need to know if it's its own chapter right now?
I guess not. I'm probably gonna put it in this chapter, honestly. Blurg. I'll probably just put it in for this, at least for this draft. Maybe I'll just add it in there, and then if I want to make it a separate chapter when I'm drafting, I can do that. I will try to.
78 words is still 78 words. Don't hate on the process.
I hated that night either. I think I'll have to play. I will try to finish this tonight though. Like I want to at least the first night be on track. Oh, nice, Kevin. Dang, 732. There's Buffy.
Oh, I just realized that my fun and games is not long enough. I'm definitely have to go back in and add more.
I gave you a chapter breakdown.
Yeah, but I was like thinking about it. I'm just like thinking about it though, and I'm thinking about like what I already did, and I know I'm gonna have to go back and add more to what I already did. So I feel like it's already starting to gear up towards the midpoint turn, and I don't have enough in there yet. Guess we'll see.
Are you or are you not using the chapter breakdown I gave you?
I'm using a combination of that and the Save the Cat beat sheet breakdown. I'm not being super strict about it just because I'm.
But my chapter is the breakdown of the beat sheet. It's the same thing. They have the same thing.
I'm just like trying not to be so strict about it this first go through because I'm just trying because I've never written a middle grade before. I'm just trying to like get out what I and then what I'm gonna do is go back. So my plan is once I get out like this first like draft, like not draft, like brain dump kind of draft, whatever it is, I'm gonna go back in with the chapter breakdown word count and then like figure out.
But the chapter thing I sent you is not a word count breakdown.
Not a word count. Yes, I'm going to use it once I'm restructuring this, but I'm trying to get out what I can first.
Oh. Because that actually helped me better to plan it because I knew I needed to have this many around this many chapters for the fun and games, and if each chapter is like this many words, and I knew how many scenes and how many things, so I feel like it helped me with the pacing to know how much fun and games I needed. So that's why I was asking if you were using it, because I think it would have helped you avoid the problem you run into now.
Yeah, I might go back and look at it.
Like the way I'm doing is I'm just literally using that chapter breakdown, and that's just literally how I'm outlining my book. I know, and like a lot of people in my vlog was like, oh, you don't have to be so rigid. It's like, well, I know I don't have to, and I've tried writing without being rigid before, and it doesn't work for me. So now I'm trying something different because I get so much anxiety without knowing like how long this should be, or like, so even if I still could deviate from it. I could add a chapter, subtract a chapter, but just having a base there helps me get a clear idea. Because if not, when I was trying to do it before, I was getting so overwhelmed with like, is this enough? Is this not enough? Do I need to have more? Like, I needed some sort of framework to work within. But it's done by the beat, so.
Well, my brain dump not first draft, like zero draft, whatever. I'm at 4,500 words right now.
Nice. I should see what mine is now that I've added to it today.
I think at this rate, I'm going to end up around 10,000 for the zero draft.
I'm aiming for 40,000 for mine.
Oh, I just don't know. Like, I need to look up and figure out like what word count I'm actually aiming for this, because I've never written a middle grade before, and so in its upper middle grades, I think it needs to be around like because it can vary depending on if it's lower middle grade, upper middle grade. Some lower middle grades are like 20,000 words, and I know it's not gonna be 20,000 words, but like I need to like figure out what kind of ballpark I'm aiming for.
I would think 40,000 would be a good ballpark.
So that's what I thought too, but then me and Damien were looking up some really like popular middle grades that have come out recently, and they're all like 60,000 words. And I'm shocked.
Lindsay's is 35. Lindsay's is 35.
Well, we looked up a bunch of the like New York Times bestseller ones, and they're all like 60,000 words, like 50.
Okay, but that's after it's been bought and you've worked with an editor and you've added to it. Like Lizelle said the same thing. Her books all get bigger once you work with an editor. You're not at that level, so you don't want to start bigger. And then what if they want you to add more? Then it's going to be too long. So I would err on the
I'll just be that middle. I'll be that person that comes out with a middle grade book that's 80,000 words, and I'll be that person.
I would aim for 40. That's what I would do. Half of a young adult average. That's what I'm trying to do for my. I mean, I don't have an actual word count for my zero draft. I'm just trying to get through the chapters, but all of them, I would like all of the chapters to be at least 1,000 words of outline, so that I know it's an in-depth outline and not like some vague. She goes to the store, you know. Like I want it to be substantial, so that's why I'm trying to set like, okay, I have 35 chapters. And each one is around 1,000 words, which most of them are more than that. But if we were to say minimum, it's a minimum of 35,000 words for the zero draft. But nothing in the zero draft is going to appear in the first draft. It is literally a summary of each chapter. So
yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
But I like to look at the word count for the zero draft because it makes me know whether or not I have enough of a summary of that chapter. Like if it's in depth enough, you know, enough is happening. Let's see, where am I at? So I was at 11,000 exactly at the end of my last vlog, and I haven't worked on it since then. Well, that's not entirely true. I've added a little bit here and there, but not like full on.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim for around 40. See what happens.
Yeah. So then I would try to do your zero draft to be, you know,
that's what
20.
Yeah, well that's what my
like 500 because it's middle grade. If you did like 500, I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean just to half it. Like that's kind of how I'm looking at mine. Is like my zero draft would be half of the actual draft. I'm at 12,207 words. So I've added 1,200 words.
Wait, this last one you said you finished the chapter, right?
No, I'm gonna have to add another scene there.
Oh.
I mean, I technically could say like, yes, it's done, because it's done to where I thought it was going to be. But then when I went to go start the next chapter, I was like, no, this actually probably needs to go in the last chapter, the next scene. So technically not done, but I'll be able to get it done before I go to bed tonight. So I know the next scene. Elaine said her middle grade horror came out to be 43K after the first draft.
I haven't edited it yet, but I assume it will come up to around 55K. The thing is, I don't have to write the whole first draft. Reno wants to see like the first like 3 to 5 chapters, or
yeah, but I think you should still have an idea, because then you want to make sure that those chapters that are long enough. You know,
of course. Moon, I like that. I do meander, but you know, not all who wander are lost.
With my brain, I thrive better with structure, but I'm also like the most unstructured human on the planet, so it's fun time.
Fun time live.
Definitely not going to be able to do another sprint because I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I know.
But we got 60 minutes in of writing out of a 2-hour, so next week maybe we'll try to aim for 4 20 minutes.
We can try.
Come here. Up. He wants to play, babe. Get a toy and bring it to daddy. What? My dogs are going nuts. Come here, you. Oh, you wanna. It's been so cuddly lately. You wanna say hi to everybody before we go? Say hi. Say hi, Khaleesi. Look, there's Uncle Gabby. Look. Please.
She don't know me from nothing.
Oh, are they playing? Oh.
Thank you for coming. Have a great night.
You want to go play?
You can all get your any more writing done tonight that you're going to get done.
Yeah, I'm going to go take my sequel and my melatonin, and I'm going to write this last scene, and then I'm going to go to bed. Because I randomly, 2 nights ago, I woke up at 6 a.m. for no reason. But it was not enough sleep, so I was really tired. And then this morning I woke up at 5.
Welcome to the life of waking up early for no reason.
So I'm going to take Z-Full so that I'm dead to the world until I have to be awake.
Well, make sure you finish your scene first.
Yeah, I'm going to. Well, thank you everyone for coming for the first day of camp. Hopefully it was productive for everyone. And
if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to Laura. She's getting so close to 2,000 subscribers.
I am. I'm
so
very
if you're not subscribed to Laura, go subscribe, please. Even if it's just a pity follow. We're gonna get Laura to 2,000.
I'll take a pity follow. And next week we'll be back on my channel doing the thing, and we're gonna try to aim for 4 20-minute sprints next week. And have a happy rest of day 1 of Camp NaNoWriMo, everybody. Yes, happy camping, happy glamping,
happy camping. All right, I'm ending the
broadcast.
Good night, everyone. Good night. Goodbye. Bye, everybody.